Hey, great Monday morning. It is a beautiful morning in the city of Brownsville, Texas. Ah. Hey, guys. It has been a crazy week and crazy weekend. Uh, Thank y'all again for everyone who came along for the ride and um, and still made it to the 9 in the morning and 9 in the evening shows. It's very much appreciated. I think I came back with a little bit of color. I think I look a little bit more orange, a little bit more orange, like the Brownsville Trump that I should be. But very much well rested. I think I went down. I lost like 3 pounds. And I think I attribute a lot of that to a lot of the walking that we had to do. It was an amazing little trip. The beauty of everything that is Mexico is just a little bit too much. We have an amazing country right in our backyard. Amazing country. I encourage anyone and everyone that has an opportunity to be out there, take a trip. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Leia. Good morning. Leia, good evening. You're trying to throw me off, weren't you? Good to see you. Wayne, on this task cheese. I'm back at my office. Back home in Brownsville, Texas. It is good to be back home. Great to have you back home and not that scary balloon. Let me say, guys, it was an amazing trip, and I'll if I'm permitted, while people are joining in, we'll go into. I'll share with you what happened on the trip, and uh, and then a lot of the news that we missed in regards to what happened here in Brownsville, or some of what happened here in Brownsville, and then we'll go on from there. So we might have a short show this morning. Just the welcome back. Nice to have you back home. Thank you, Wayne. It's good to be back home, man. It really is. Let me say, guys, I had planned, like I had mentioned to a lot of folk out there, I had actually planned to go into Cuba, and on the 6th was my fly out day uh, to Miami, and then to headed off to Cuba. But what happened with American Airlines? Well, actually, what happened with Cuba was that Cuba started to restrict the number of flights that were coming into the country. So in those flights that were restricted in regards to coming into the country was my flight. Ah! Guys, if y'all are on YouTube, please like that damn channel. No likes, guys. What's up with that? Wayne, I see that you're on there. Like that sucker. So no flights going into Cuba. I've done my best to go out there and follow the Department of Health ministry out there for them, and I will say that the cases out there seem continue to increase. Again, is that because it is an island out there, guys, and they've had they've got the embargo going on from the United States, to where very little is produced or going into the island nation. I'm not sure, but the cases are climbing there. They're climbing everywhere else in the world as well. I was reading on a blog that India is really going through a big old disaster, as well as a lot of the countries in Central and South America. So it's kind of a trippy deal. Again, one of the first videos that I saw with in regards to COVID-19 was from, I think, Ecuador, and the people dying out there in the middle of the streets and being taken back and forth in wheelbarrows was kind of a scary thing. Supposedly that continues to be the case. So, not real sure, guys. Not real sure what it is, what's going on over there. It's not a good situation for individuals in other countries. Very fortunate, guys. One of the things that I did experience while in Mexico was a lot of people have not had access to that vaccine. Now here in the city of Brownsville, you can literally get the vaccine in any and every other pharmacy out there. Guys, y'all are on YouTube. Please like that YouTube page. But guys, so I didn't get to go to Cuba, but I did, get credit for that flight. So whereas I could actually start to plan it at some other point in time, I'm actually going to see. Es una pelucita. Very conscientious about what falls on my. Well, you wouldn't suspect that from this trip, but very conscientious about things that I fall on my clothes. So Cuba did not happen, guys. So because I'd already had that, I gotta get out of here. I want to go out on vacation type of thing. I did go to Mexico City, and let me tell you guys, amazing. I arrived on. I arrived in Monterrey Sunday night. Spent the night in Monterrey, and flew out to Mexico City. Uneventful, 100%. Had a friend that picked us up. We went to all the places that you saw. We went to El Torre Latinoamericana. Torre Latinoamericana. We saw Bellas Artes. Went to Bellas Artes. There was a protest going on, as I mentioned. I didn't get to get the complete feel of what was going on, but it was a little bitty protest. A lot of little tent cities going up in frente de Bellas Artes. And then I had the opportunity to go to Casa de Azulejos, El Sanborns. That's one of the places I actually wanted to go back into. It changed a little bit since last time I went, but it was still good. And thank you, Wade. Love you, Papa. Then went to El Zócalo, majestic, and then went into La Catedral, and got to see the different things that there. Actually sat in the confessional at La Catedral. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not. It didn't have a sign that said "Do not touch, do not sit." So I sat in a confessional, and I was ready to take anyone's confession out there, guys. I still am. It was cool. I love the cathedral. One of the things that a friend of mine that was with me made mention was that for the longest time, guys, I actually thought that el cuadro de la Virgen de Guadalupe está en la catedral. I literally thought that that was the original, the one that Juan Diego, had produced, had made. But I found out that it wasn't. So my friend says, no, el original está allá en la basílica. And I said, what? Yeah. And then we go out and we look at it. The basílica está en una little montañita. So I said, we've still got some time in the afternoon. Let's get on up there to the basílica. Sure as heck did make our way up to the basílica, guys. And that's where we saw supposedly what was the original Juan Diego piece. Kind of funny. Just arrived in Dallas, chiquillo. ¿Por qué nunca me llevas a Dallas, papá? You should take me to Dallas. Guys, if you're on YouTube, please like that page. Good morning, Erasmo. Glad to have you home safely. Let me tell you, it is really good to be back home. It's just good to be back home. But would I do it again? Hell yeah. I'm actually planning my next trip. Good morning, Armando. Good morning. Good to be back home. Buenos días, Dr. Akaim. Hey, Juan Pablo, my traveling buddy. Good morning, Papa. How was the food in Mexico? Oh, the first thing that I had in Mexico City was a guajolota. That was amazing. Actually, that's one of the reasons why I picked to go to Mexico, to go have me a guajolota. And all a guajolota is a torta de tamal. And let me tell you, man, that sucker was good, 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 good. I mean, I'd had it back when I was living in Mexico City, but let me tell you, it just felt oh so good. It felt like I had never left Mexico City. So the food was amazing. Let me say, guys, I know a lot of people out there say that, hey, crickets are great. Not so much. I did my best to have, the comida típica de los lugares. And let me say, guys, uh, chapulines overrated. Overrated. I don't care what anyone says, guys. If I could have myself an oblea or some chapulines, you better believe I'm eating an oblea, with or without cajeta. I don't get it, guys. It's just I don't get it. Doesn't taste like anything. It just tastes like you're crunching crunchy stuff. Como que estuvieras lo quemadito de una tortilla and you just crunching it, but at least the tortilla has flavor. I don't get it. And then I had escamoles, which is uh, la huevera de las hormigas. Supposedly, the Aztecs caviar. I mean, all right. Didn't taste like anything either. You predominantly just got the flavor of onion because I think they might have placed a little bit too much. Guys, if you're on YouTube, please like that channel. Unless I got 28 people that don't like me. If you don't like me, then unlike the channel. Click the things down. There's got to be some comment. And then on the third thing on that plate was the gusanos de maguey. Gusanos de maguey. Again, overrated. Didn't care for them too much. What I loved was huitlacoche. El huitlacoche, una quesadilla de huitlacoche. Oh my lord, I love me huitlacoche. I love huitlacoche. I've actually had huitlacoche before. I actually had huitlacoche for the first time in Saltillo, Coahuila. Huitlacoche is corn fungus. corn, corn fungus. Delicious. It's on a blue corn flour tortilla. Amazing. That was really, really good. Um, Besides that, having everything else was just typical. But those were the exotic foods that I got to eat. Of course, I had uh, tamal de dulce con capulinas. That was pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Este, I had nopales, of course. Classics. Good morning, Jesus. Becky, good morning, good morning. It's good to be back. Marco Bendiciones, good morning, good morning. Juan Diego, yes, Juan Diego. Got to walk up to the Basilica. And then they had at the Basilica, a big old courtyard where Juan Pablo II went actually to minister services for hundreds of thousands of people, man. It was huge. But when you're going to go see La Túnica de Juan Diego, the Virgen de Guadalupe, you get on this like those airport belts. They go, and that's how you get to see the supposedly the original Virgen de Guadalupe. So what I was doing, I was taking pictures, and going like, man, I totally didn't get to see it. Like, let me appreciate it. So what happened is I had to do the with the camera and taking pictures. Could I've done both? Guys, I'm not that talented. But hey, got to experience that, so it was fun. Good morning, Richard. Smells like cheese spirit. Thanks, Richard. You're amazing, man. Did you go to Xochimilco? I don't think so. I went to Coyoacán. Went to Coyoacán. I tried to go to the different museums out there, especially the one that I wanted to go to, El Museo Nacional de Antropología. They're closed. Also, La Casa de Frida Kahlo. They're closed. So, El Castillo de Chapultepec, closed. So, I had to do that. Will someone please like that YouTube channel? Chapulines with sal and limon. Yeah, I don't care how much protein it has. It's, you know, there's other things that I think are a lot better than chapulines. I mean, I guess it's okay for folk out there that like chapulines. I just don't see what there is to like about it. I don't get it. Don't get it much. It's the food of the gods. Uh, Pagan gods, I guess. Um, so did that. Then went to Teotihuacan, guys. Beautiful stuff. I shared a story. I shared a story with someone. Este, I shared a story in regards to. I shared it with yesterday with my church people because it was a kind of funny situation when I first got there. It's just very majestic, guys, and I was just floored, and I was just going back and forth and appreciating everything out there, guys. But I said, you know what? Este, let me have some tepache. I thought tepache is okay. It's fermented pineapple rinds. Tepache is okay. People in my church drink tepache. I thought I should let's do try tepache, and because I'm pretty dumb sometimes, I actually got pulque instead of tepache. But I thought it would be okay since I eat pan de pulques. But it was an accident. So to my church people, it was an accident. It was not done on purpose. Good morning, Hilda. Good morning. Good morning. Que lástima que en Brownsville restaurants we don't have that kind of food, the real Mexican one. No, you cannot find that kind of food here in Brownsville. I don't think you can find that kind of food anywhere here in the valley, guys. I think with la coche would be an easier sell, guys. Though, I mean, I know that in Austin, when I was living in Austin, you could buy wheat la coche in a can. It doesn't taste the same, but it's still there, guys. So I think a lot of these foods could be introduced. You just need restaurants to start to do it. Guys, got to walk through la corte de Quetzalcoatl. Went to the Pirámide del Sol and the Pirámide de la Luna and the courtyard. Guys, my goal, as I had mentioned to y'all, was to climb that sucker and have a live from up there. I couldn't. I could only get do the live that morning. I did it from La Plaza de Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl. Can't remember. But very majestic, guys. Very, very awesome. And I hope that some of y'all got to see that on the live. Um, and because I couldn't do that when I came out, I was walking around, had some lunch. They drive you around to go to get lunch. Actually, this guy says, "Súbese a mi moto, lo voy a llevar a un restaurante para que coma." You're like, okay. And I get on someone's motorcycle, guys, and súbete a mi moto. We're like, sure, man. Hey, while in Rome, do as the Romans. So he took me to a restaurant. Good morning, Snoopy. Guys, someone like that YouTube channel. Guys, Quetzalcoatl. I'm not gonna get it right. Guys, so he took me to this restaurant, and after I ate, the waiter says, "Hey, I'll give you a ride to your hotel." I said, "Sure." So the waiter gets on a bike and says, "Súbete a mi moto." So I voy otra vez, and we were talking. He goes, "Oiga, ¿no le ha interesado hacer un tour?" I said, like, "Well, yeah." So he takes me back to the restaurant, and next to the restaurant there was this tour guide who was in la cuatrimoto, four wheeler. So he says, "Súbete a mi cuatrimoto, súbete a la cuatrimoto." But of course, I got to ride the cuatrimoto, and I pay. He charged 800 pesos. But he took me around, and it was those pictures of the caves that I posted up there. Oh my gosh, let me tell you, it was quite an experience, guys. Uh, it was just him and I, and we went to these caves, and he goes, "Vamos a las cuevas," and that's where you see the picture where I have the holding to the light and stuff. But on one of the caves, it was like one of these deep, deep caves. He goes, "Cuidado con la cabeza," and I'm going like, "What the hell am I doing?" And I noticed that the signal for my phone kaputs. I'm going like, crap. Lo único que falta es de que pase un accidente aquí en medio o pegue un terremoto o algo, and I get here abandoned inside the cave for the rest of my life, or as long as that would be. But we go down, down deep, and that we had to turn on the lights to our phones. Pray tell, these things weren't working anymore. And we sit down, and the guy goes, okay, vamos he sits down, he goes, siéntese ahí. And I sit down on a rock that was like in the center of that cave orifice or cave bubble. And he makes me sit down there, guys. And he goes, okay, vamos a apagar las luces. And I'm going like, I don't think that's a good idea. We're in the middle of a cave, in the middle of nowhere, and this guy wants me to turn off my flashlight in the middle of a cave. He turns off his. He goes, "Ándale, apágalo." I'm going like, okay. So I turned it off, guys, and it was pitch black, dark. And I'm going like, I'm going to get stabbed. I'm going to get sacrificed here, guys, and no one's going to find out what the other hell ever happened to Erasmo because they're going to bury him in one of those damn caves, and then like 15 years from now, use his skull to say, "Este era azteca." Bueno, de perdida era indio el vato. Happy Mexican Mother's Day, guys. Today is Mother's Day in Mexico. And then after a while, he was like, "Oh, la calma, puedes sentir la calma." And I'm going like, I'm waiting to sentir the knife in my back or something, bro. You don't want, I can't feel any calm. But so finally, we turned back on the lights and go like, I need to get out of here. So we get out, but it was a great little trip. It's a great little excursion, guys. What is found outside Teotihuacan is just as interesting. Well, maybe not as majestic, but it is just as interesting, guys. So if you have yeah, go out there and take the side excursions, side little trips. That one was actually kind of a great one, though. And then they share with you a lot of history. He actually then took me to uh, a place where they make chocolate. I mean, literally, they make their own chocolate, guys, and it's like a cocoa museum. And I've got some chocolates that I actually brought from there. I got it right there. And let me say, they are delish. And the ladies there were really, really amazing. So bought me some cocoa. Then I went to this place where they do candy, and candy from something. No, no es la tuna, es otro producto del cactus. It looks like a tuna. It's just different. This one, if y'all have eaten tunas, you know that the seeds are all the way around. And and I can't remember the name of it, and I have it there somewhere. This one, the seeds gather in the center, and what they do, agarran lo carnoso. Y lo carnoso es lo que hacen el dulce. Hacen también este licor, and hacen pitaya. Very good. Pitaya. That's exactly it. Pitaya. Es la pitaya. And let me tell you guys, that stuff is delicious. And I have some right there. Esta es la pitaya. And all it is, guys, it's that's all it is. It's delicious. La pitaya. I don't know why, but it's so delicious. So now, let's know now that you're back. What have you learned about what's going on around town? We'll go into that. Let me finish my Mexico thing. We'll go into my downtown. What was the code? Is it safe to travel in Mexico City? Yeah. Everywhere that you went, they were very cautious in regards to hand sanitizer. Uh, they got those masks on the floor where you step on. Let me say that I had originally planned to stay in a hotel throughout the week. But then I got a message from someone from my church and said, "Hey, we'll just stay at our house." And I said, "Sure." But then I think it was a kind of a weird thing because como que they didn't feel very comfortable. So I just decided to stay at a hotel. So there's still a lot of fear out there in regards to people, in regards to COVID-19 in the capital. And I think a lot of it has to do because a lot of people haven't gotten vaccinated yet. They're only vaccinating 50 and over as of right now. So there's a lot of younger folk that are kind of still a little bit concerned. But it's safe. Uh, I would say anyone that's traveling out there. Oh, this is the chocolate. I actually brought that back to anyone that's traveling out there, guys. Just be careful, and again, be cautious, be careful, and follow safety measures that you feel comfortable with. Great stories. Thank you, Lupita. Appreciate it. How is the contamination in Mexico? Again, I lived there 9 months, like 20 some years ago, guys, and I think because of COVID-19, contamination is at a low. It didn't look bad, guys. I mean, you could see across the city of Mexico, which was very very impressive. And I know because I went up to the Torre Latinoamericana, and let me tell you, it was just kind of cool. I love visiting caverns. I visited the one near Carlsbad Caverns, yeah, New Mexico, called Slaughter Canyon Cave. The ranger told us to turn off our flashlights to experience the true darkness. It was very cool. Well, it is. Expect when you're a group, it's probably a lot cooler. When you're by yourself with just one guide, and in Mexico, it's just different. But it is kind of cool. Hope you have a good day. I got a boxing match today, going to win for you. Love you, Baba. Send me the information, Eric. I'll go and watch you fight if that's possible. Let me know, Baba. Good. God bless, Baba. Did you ever take the metro? Is it wise to go on it now? Uh, I wanted to get on the metro. Uh, Again, we were close enough to the accident that decided that it wouldn't be a great thing. So I didn't get on the metro. But again, guys, we have to understand millions of people use that metro every day, even after the accident. Uh, and I'm glad you mentioned the metro. Well, before we go into the metro, guys, uh, the other thing that we experienced at Teotihuacan was the balloon ride, guys. That is a must. You've got to do the balloon ride. It is amazing. We came so very close to the pyramid, so close we almost crashed into it, which we found out later on, which was a good thing. Uh, Going into the metro before we go on, let me say, guys, este, it's very again, and I mentioned this during the week. It's very indicative of everything that happens here, guys. And I think people in Mexico are already tired. They're tired that their resources are being squandered and pocketed by the politicians out there. I mean, the reason that the metro fell because individuals took shortcuts in regards to building that line and use cheap material in order to make more money, to make a buck. And look, guys, we all understand that people need to make income, make money, but not where you're risking the life of different individuals out there. Especially because a lot of the poor folks are the ones that have to use the metro to go back and forth to work, guys. It's very, very unfortunate. They always get the short end of the stick, guys. And I'm hoping that there's an uprising in Mexico to the point where individuals, start fighting for their rights. But again, guys, I wish that would happen here in the city of Brownsville as well, because it's very indicative of what happens here in the city of Brownsville with a lot of our resources, guys. A lot of our resources get squandered and put in the money of corrupt politicians, guys. It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same process. And nothing changes, guys. Nothing changes because no one comes out to vote. No one becomes a part of the electoral process. And it's unfortunate, guys, that someone has to get shot. A train has to fall. Someone has to die for individuals to start to wake up. I'm surprised that more people weren't woke after the February freeze. Guys, if there's ever a time where city leadership failed the citizens of Brownsville, it was during February freeze, guys. You know this. But look, guys, nothing is going to change while you stay in the comfort of your home, folks. Nothing. And I'm very, very proud of Mike. Mike put up a great, great comment on one of my posts out there. It was amazing. Actually, I'm going to copy it and share it today, guys. It was a great, great commentary. It really, really was. Because it's so very true. It's very indicative. Nothing changes, guys, while you stay on your butt and don't come out and vote. Don't become a part of the electoral process. Nothing changes. And again, guys, I mean, aren't you just tired of being second best? I mean, look at the district, guys. I mean, I got to see Bellas Artes. Beautiful, man. Fine arts, guys. Beautiful. I mean, it's what makes Mexico City. Las Bellas Artes, guys. Fine arts. That's one of the reasons why I want to go to Cuba because of the fine arts, the dancing, the music, the people, the culture, the Cuban cigars. Guys, we don't have a performing arts center for our students here in the city of Brownsville. We don't. Isn't it sad that every other city here is getting a performing arts center? I shared the post where Lubbock is just finished building theirs. Laredo, sorry. And a friend of mine, my friend Al, as well, they have a $250 million budget. We're like, well, yeah, we got double that and then some. But it doesn't even much matter on the budget, guys. You already paid that money. It's your money, guys. And the district could go out and lie to you and say, well, it's federal money. You are federal, guys. Hey, it's your money, guys. Don't make it bad. It's your money. No performing arts center, guys. No performing arts center for my people, the city of Brownsville. But you already paid for it. Guys, no Tenasca, no extra electricity grid in the city of Brownsville. Guys, you paid for it. $135 million. People just don't care. And that's why they continue to screw us over and over and over again. You need to be careful of some tour adventures. It totally sounded like a potential kidnapping scheme. They probably found out you're a VIP, but no one was willing to pay a ransom. And you glad to no one would have played ransom. Trust me. Have how was your cardiac pressure? No issue. Elon Musk came out and said his opening scene dealt with pot, which now makes me believe that Ben Neese is the responsible person who turned Musk onto our stash, but out of our city. I think the school board and superintendent don't care about fine arts because you love and appreciate it. They are making this personal at the expense of fine arts students and their teachers. That could be it. Guys, I'm going to have to end the show. It is 45 minutes, 35 minutes. Guys, I have a restroom emergency. Tengo que ir al baño. Guys, have a great, great day. I'm going to catch up on everything else tonight at 9 p.m. We'll catch up on everything else that is Brownsville. Guys, social distance, face coverings, hand sanitizer. Guys, please be good to each other. And please continue to be good to me. God bless.